back to the channel. Today we're going to dive into the world of Memo Paris, exploring a fragrance that captures the essence of ancient legends, distinct voyages and serene coastal landscapes, and that is Ithaque. So a little bit about Memo Paris themselves. They are a luxury perfume house that is renowned for creating scents that kind of take you on a journey. So with each fragrance they try paint a landscape and tell a story and awaken a sense of adventure, and Ithaque is no different. Inspired by the legendary Greek island, it captures the spirit of exploration and longing for home. So let's break down this voyage. From its very first spray, Ithaque introduces itself with a captivating blend of citrus and green notes. Imagine a crisp freshness of like a sea breeze meeting the zesty spritz of citrus grove. There's a radiance and a brightness that instantly uplifts your senses. But as the fragrance settles, we're taken deeper into the heart of the fragrance, and here is where you find the warmth and the spices, the herbs, and it's where they start to emerge. Like a dry, sun-soaked earth of the Mediterranean summer, there's a hint of sage and basil. This adds a herbal, almost aromatic touch. It's complex yet calming and evoking a tranquility of like a hidden garden in Ithaque's mythic landscape. The top notes spark with citrus, think of bergamot and lemon, alongside green fig leaves, and in its heart is a fascinating mix of, as we mentioned, sage and basil with soft florals, and then the base wraps it all together with a comforting blend of woody, musky, kind of deep scents. This adds a depth and longevity to the fragrance. Over time, Ithaque evolves beautifully on the skin. As we mentioned, it opens bright and fresh, but over time it mellows into something smooth and enveloping. You can really kind of get the contrast and the tension between the light and the shade, and this call for adventure and desire for serenity. So who is Ithaque for? In my opinion, this fragrance would appeal to someone who enjoys a sophisticated yet complex scent with a touch of the outdoors. It's versatile enough to be worn at spring, summer, but due to its warm base and heart notes, it's absolutely capable of being carried through into the autumn. The sillage is moderate, so it's noticeable without being overpowering, and in terms of longevity, it's absolutely brilliant, lasting a solid 8 to 10 hours. And as people who follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I get a lot of flack for just doing 2 sprays, but there is absolutely no rules when it comes to how little or how much fragrance you want to spray on yourself. It's your personality, it's your fragrance, it's your money that you're spending on it. So if you want to spray twice, if you want to spray 10 times, it's really irrelevant. The longevity and the dry down is pretty much the same. The projection will obviously change. If you spray more, it's going to be more kind of overpowering. I tend to adopt a discovered, not announced mentality when it comes to my fragrance. So I'd rather someone discover how I smell when they get close to me, when we greet each other or anything like that, as opposed to being smelt all the way across the room. It's just not really my style. I don't think it's particularly classy. I don't think it's particularly elegant. Generally, the loudest person in the room is never the smartest person in the room, and that also goes for your fragrance. So to round it all up, Ithaque is more than just a fragrance. It's a journey in a bottle, and this feels like a nod to this wanderlust and longing for adventure, but also someone who's tempted by the comforts of home and that warmth that home brings. So if you are someone who appreciates perfumes that transport you to mythical places or real life places, then Memo is a brand that is definitely worth checking out. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you'll know that I'm a huge advocate for the Memo brand. So much so that we're just about to start an actual partnership together. This video is not sponsored by Memo. They are not paying me to make this video. They are not paying me to talk about any of their fragrances on YouTube. It's just a caveat to my other content that I feel my audience would particularly like, a bit more kind of in-depth overviews of fragrances. They tend to perform well on here, and it's something that I get asked for a lot, so just get that disclaimer out of the way. So yes, I will be starting a partnership with Memo, but that does not affect these videos. People know that I've been using Memo for a long time and will continue to use them for a long time because I genuinely love the brand and I genuinely enjoy the fragrances. So thank you very much for joining me on this sensory adventure. I hope my descriptions and some of the visuals helped paint a picture in your head of what this fragrance evokes and communicates. If you've tried Ithaque or any of the other Memo fragrances, please do let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or your recommendations. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss out on other fragrance overviews or style videos. And until next time, keep exploring. May your scent be as unique as your journey, and stay sharp.